Hey everybody, this is First Warn Storm Team Chief Meteorologist Brad Penovich. Got a double folded update today on a Sunday for two reasons. Harvey, the unprecedented flood event ongoing in Texas, and a new potential Irma, tropical storm Irma, developing off the South Carolina coast. Let's get right to Harvey first, which is just bringing rainfall amounts that are not only record-breaking, but record-shattering by 10 inches or more, and it's still raining in the Houston area. The good news, if there's any at all in the Houston area, is the heaviest rain bands are starting to shift off to the north and east a little bit. But the center of circulation of Harvey, Tropical Storm Harvey, have not moved more than 70 miles since landfall on Friday night. And here we are Sunday at 5 o'clock in the afternoon. So the flood threat's going to continue because we've had so much rainfall already, in some cases 24 to 30 inches of rain in just the past 24 hours in the Houston area. The whole city is absolutely flooded. There's just nowhere to go. It's the worst case scenario you can imagine for flooding in the Houston area, which is the third biggest metropolitan area in the country. It's just bad news down there. And I don't see a lot of relief in Texas because Harvey is not going to move for the next 5 days. It's actually going to meander down there. Secondary issue for the Carolinas, for locally, this is going to be Tropical Storm Irma, which is forming off the Georgia-South Carolina coast. You can see it right there. The circulation is right there. It's going to move up and hug the coast very closely. Tropical storm watches are up for North and South Carolina coast. Now, this is not going to be a wind or surge event, though there will be a little bit of that. This, just like Harvey, is going to be a rain event. But unlike Harvey, this is actually going to move, so it's not all bad news. Let me show you the forecast track for both systems. I'm going to turn them on here real quickly. And I'll show you the official track here. This is the track for what is eventually going to be Irma. You could see it pretty much hugging the coast here and moving out. The good news, you see the movement. That's 6 hours, 12 hours, and then 24 hours out into the future. So in a day, it's going to be off the coast. So you can see right there, there it is, 2 p.m. tomorrow. There it is at 2 p.m. On Tuesday, or excuse me, that is going to be the track for tomorrow morning at about 2 o'clock, and then up here moving off to the northeast. The bad news for Harvey, this is Harvey's track. You can see all of those circulations right here. So it's not going to move at all. It's basically going to sit in the same spot. It actually might reemerge over the Gulf of Mexico briefly and re-strengthen. So I would love to say that Houston is going to be in the clear, but it may get a little better in the near term, but there's still the potential for epic flooding there because everything's saturated. It's not going to take as much rain now to cause additional flooding. For the Carolina coast, this will be about flooding. In the Charlotte area, not so much to worry about, but along the immediate coast, flash flooding would be a big concern with this system. So let me show you the model guidance real quickly. You can see, excuse me, there's Irma, and there's Irma and there's Harvey right there. I kind of got those mixed up. Sorry about that. This is Harvey. Gosh, my map is not wanting to move here. Let's pause it here for a second. There we go. There's Harvey and there's Irma. Irma's going to do this. Harvey's going to do one of these things and kind of sit there. In about 5 days, one storm will be long gone and the other one's going to be sitting over us. So let's show you the track of these things, at least on the NAM model, and I'll put this out into the future. You can see going out to tomorrow morning. I'm going to stop this at 8 a.m. tomorrow morning. So this is 8 a.m. You can see essentially Harvey in the exact same spot. Heavy rain band still, unfortunately, moving into Houston. Here's our Irma, the center right there. Some heavy rain bands developing on the coast. Not much in the Charlotte area. It'll be nice and cool here because we'll have northeasterly winds. We go into tomorrow afternoon. We'll go to about 2 o'clock in the afternoon. Harvey essentially not moving. The heaviest rain band shifts over Lake Charles, Beaumont, Port Arthur. There's a couple smaller bands moving into Houston. You could see the rain bands developing with Irma more down towards Charleston, Myrtle Beach, maybe Wilmington, and just scattered stuff here. Remember, the flow around this is going to be like this, so it's actually going to be a pretty cool day in the Piedmont. Let's go, whoops, sorry, I jumped ahead. 8 p.m. tomorrow night, we'll go to 8 a.m. on Tuesday. You could see, look at Irma. Irma's all the way up here moving away from us, and Harvey has literally not moved at all. So you're looking at just crazy amounts of rainfall. We'll keep going through Tuesday afternoon into Tuesday night. and this is Tuesday night at 8 p.m. You can see Irma is already well offshore, moving away from us. And where's Harvey? Pretty much over Houston. Just to kind of give you an idea on the rainfall I would expect in the Houston area, this is just in the next 18 hours. Let me emphasize, 18 hours only, not even a whole day. You could see some of these amounts. This is on top of what we've already seen, 10 to 15 inches of additional rainfall on top of 25 to 30 inches of rain that is already falling. I mean, that's just, it's mind-boggling, folks. No human alive has seen this much rainfall fall in this part of the country. Let's go back to the Carolinas, and I'm going to back this up. I'm going to show you some rainfall estimates for this area. Let me move the map here real quickly, just to show you some of the rainfall we could see along the coast. I'm going to put this out as far as I can here, and we'll go out 60 hours, and you can see some of the rainfall for the North and South Carolina coast. Nothing like Texas, but some areas from the Outer Banks down to down towards Charleston, maybe all the way down to Savannah and Wilmington area, anywhere from 3 to 4, maybe as much as 6 or 7 inches of rain. Notice the lower amounts back here. So obviously our biggest concern tonight, I know in the Carolinas we've got a storm on the coast, really weak storm. It's still going to remain with this mess down here in Texas. And please, if you have friends or family in there, I have friends and family in the Houston area, do anything you can for them. This is dire straits. This is one of the worst floods. This will probably surpass Katrina in the amount of damage, believe it or not. Hopefully not the fatalities, because hopefully people were able to get out of these floodwaters a little bit quicker. We don't have levees breaking. We just have bayous and creeks going up, but very similar setup to what we saw with Katrina. So please think about the folks in Houston. Anything you can do to help them out. This is going to be a long haul. And it's just not Houston, by the way. Let's not forget we've got flooding all the way back into the hill country of Texas, southwest Louisiana, and most of eastern Texas being impacted by this storm.